Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, True Crime. And Happy New Year's Eve, Americans, and those in these time zones before midnight. It's past New Year's in the UK, but Happy New Year's to everybody who's from the UK. And maybe in all of our Australian friends, Happy New Year. Hours ago, I rang in the New Year in New Zealand at 6 a.m. this morning, up all night. I'm dragging it a little bit, but nothing better than watching fireworks with a friend. And then we watched some really bad movies. It was great. I had a good time. So, yeah. I hope that you all have been entertaining yourselves well. And besides entertaining yourselves, I hope you're treating yourselves well. Happy New Year, Godless. Happy New Year to you, my UK friend. Did they have fire? I'm sure you had fireworks and all going on there. Yeah. And you know what this means, Godless? The new year, we got to do the Cody Awards. Like that's coming up, and I can't wait. Happy New Year, my New Zealand friend. Happy New Year. I mean, to everybody everywhere. I hope that 2025 brings you all, well, whatever the hell you want. But I hope it's exciting. I hope it brings you new adventures, challenges you didn't think that you could accomplish, but do, and a little bit of joy. A lot of joy, actually, not just a little bit. Just enough to recognize that the bad things don't really matter. And more than that, some peace, because we all need some peace here and there. Just some settled contentment. Well, it is nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining me on a holiday evening. I wasn't sure anybody was going to be here, but I did think it was a really good time to wrap up 2024. Y'all check out that damn. Where you going? Wait, now you got to tell us where you're going, Rocky Couch. Where you going to watch the fireworks, like and stuff? And Happy New Year to you too, my friend, bingo master extraordinaire. I so appreciate all that you do for us here. And you're just a damn good person in general. Yeah, Godless. The Cody Awards is coming soon. We gotta get the other side of the world up and ready for it, don't we? Like we do. We gotta get our compatriots, like our friends in Cody over there. Rocky Couch says, I don't have the audio on, so I'm going to assume you said something Jamaicanish. Jamaican Irish. I like that one yet. Let's in 2025, let the new bear accent rumor be that I'm Jamaican Irish. I kind of like that one. Kind of makes me cool and yet classic at the same time. Kind of fun. I kind of like it. I might go with that. Hi, Anna. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. I almost said Merry New Year. Bye, couch. Have fun. Talk later. Yep. Is this a banner stream? Well, it could be since you asked, since I could remember to do it. There you go. How's that? Happy New Year, Fish Nerd. Happy New Year. It is. So welcome. Hey, Grace. Thank you so much for being here to mod. Thank you to Shill also, who's here to mod. And Mippet, thank you. I think that Record's driving, so let's not expect him to mod too much. We can expect a little snarky comment here and there, though. Yeah. Well, anyway, by the way, as far as announcements, yesterday I was so wrapped up in that story about the Kansas moms yesterday. I did not pay attention to the chat as well as I should have. And I missed Shill gave 5 memberships. And it's so generous of you, Purple Dragon Shill. You're always so good to the channel. And I really do appreciate the support. And I'm sure that the 5 people who got the memberships will also like it, because one of them was Dr. Tapioca Weasel, who during the Christmas marathon gave so many memberships but didn't get one himself. And it was going back and forth on how he was going to get one. And now he has one. It isn't that wonderful. We also gave you also gifted one to Junie the Voice, Dirty Uncle Sal, Ashley Childers, and Mage Grey Wolf. And so, welcome everybody. If you want to get into Discord, there's a members post on the back with the link. I'll also tonight make sure that I post the link again and tag you all. Did you catch some of that one, Anna? It's heartbreaking. You really, I wouldn't do it on a celebratory day, that's for sure. It is a heartbreaking case. But that's what we're here to do today, is to talk about the cases. Oh, but before that, it's your last chance for 2024 gropes in the chat, people. You're not in one of those time zone thingies ahead of me. So we get two. Great. Oh, Recker's going to drink and smoke me under the table. Yes, you could. Absolutely. And thank you for the bad coffee. We can drink bad coffee together till the cows come home. Yes. We are definitely going to watch. I'm going to make you watch American fireworks today. It's already 2025. How is it over there? It's 2025 in New Zealand and Australia already too. How is it, guys? Should we turn the bus around? Should we not go? Or is it nice over there in 2025? A big Happy New Year to everybody. It is good to see everybody here. But did you guys get a load of this? Did anybody catch this damn thumbnail? And that's not even half of them, people. No matter what I do, I can't get below 23 cases. I can't. It's like impossible. We closed up quite a few. Sarah Boone, we got a verdict, right? Shawnee Crawl, we got a verdict. We closed that one up. Chad Daybell, we followed that crap, and that closed up. We closed up quite a few cases, but it just keeps coming. And that's the thing with true crime, right? There's always something. There's always something. So I hope I have your attention, because I'd like to ask you some questions. Y'all ready for some questions? And by the way, as it says on the thumbnail, this is a Q&A. Any case that we are finished with, or that we're coming into, or that we're not even covering, this is an open question on anything. Let's try to keep it to true crime or allegations if we can. But, I'll be fair. Tag me in the chat, people. I hope that there's some things you want to talk about. But what I want to know is, what do you think the biggest case for 2024 was? Now, to actually qualify as a 2024 case, we had to finish it up in 2024 or find out about it. It had to explode in 2024. Okay. Who's on the bingo card for 2020 true crime? You mean like the biggest case, Godless? Okay. That's a very good question. And I could show you who's on the bingo card for 2025. These are the 2025 cases that we're covering. Yep. I wasn't kidding. Okay. We've got Baby Reindeer. That's a civil suit, against Netflix. Okay. The Babylon, New York body parts. That is, the dismembering body parts they found all over Suffolk County. And it's not the Lisk. It's not the Long Island serial killer. This was those crazy people in the house that chopped up their friends. Yep. And then we had the Bixler Scientology lawsuit. Okay, the Bixler Scientology lawsuit is the Jane Does plus others suing Masterson and Scientology civilly for what they did to them before and after the trial. Then we've got Corey Burke. She was the one who took an axe to her dad for the holidays. We got an axe murder for Christmas, remember? Like in December, and that's out of Washington State. The Butler Kelly homicide, that is the Kansas moms that we were talking about yesterday. Paul Canero in New Jersey, that's the one I was talking about, the DNA that I want to bring forward. We have to do a deep dive on that to bring you guys up to date. We got Courtney Clenny, our OnlyFans model with knife throwing skills out of Florida. And of course, we got Combs et al., which would be Sean Combs and a little bit of Jay-Z that I did cover. That, I'm only covering the criminal case mostly on Sean Combs, P. Diddy. Mrs. Cassandra likes to call him the diddler, and I kind of like that too. We're covering the diddler's criminal case, because if I tried to cover the civil case, like, I would not have any time to do anything else, people. Like anything else. But I covered the Jay-Z part of it just because his lawyer is Alex Spiro. I'm kind of fond of Alex Spiro. He's a shark and he's a dog and all of that, but he's good. Although he did just get reprimanded by the court, but we'll talk about that later. And then there's the dentist killer that tried to poison his wife with milkshakes in and out of the hospital while he had an affair with another dentist, James Craig. And then there's Christina Parcells, the Cranebeck murders, where there was a lot of other people mentioned, and there's child pornography and all this stuff. And there's an actual Juilliard pianist, who's Zachary Hughes, who's actually charged with the murder. We've got Keefy D, Dwayne Davis, out of Nevada, the Tupac murder. Yep, he's up for homicide on that one. Then we've got, Daybell Vallow. The Daybell part has been closed. Lori Vallow in Idaho is done, but we've got Lori Vallow in Arizona. We've got Kentucky versus Sean Steins, the sheriff who shot the judge in chambers. And Lindsay Shiver in the Bahamas, who was arranging to kill her husband, with the boyfriend. And who's back in jail, by the way, in the Bahamas, waiting trial, And then we've got Luigi. We've got Rex Harriman, the Long Island serial killer, Gilgo Beach murders, in all of those identified victims now. And boy, we're up to 7 now. We got Larry Millett. Oh, I skipped Luigi Mangione. Well, let's not skip Luigi Mangione. I got a lot to say about the Luigi Mangione case. Like, something's not right here. I don't want to get all conspiracy theorists on you people, but if anything's going to make me flip to the other side, it's going to be this case. Seriously. I could actually put on a tinfoil hat and go into the void. There is so much wrong already with how this is being handled. My head is spinning, but that's for another day. We got Larry Millett, missing Maya Millett for years now, finally coming to trial this year. The Moscow murders, that would be the Brian Kohlberger case in Idaho. We're all very familiar. One that I am following privately just for the shits and giggles, because everybody knows I'm such a Logan Paul fan. Whoa, Paul Furball, sorry. Yeah, but I am a CoffeeZilla fan. Like, hell to the yeah, CoffeeZilla. Like, yeah, I hope you have a great year, CoffeeZilla, for 2025. Do what you do. I love it all. But yeah, I'm following that one privately just for the, shits and giggles, because, Logan Paul can't get a better laugh than that. Yeah, I'm following Karen Reed now, because that first trial was such a mess. I was like, how did I not get involved with this? It is such a hot mess. And I'm actually looking forward to it getting straightened out in round 2. And hopefully both sides actually present a case. Like, that would be new, wouldn't it? I mean, if you watch the first trial, where was the case? Where was the defense? Nothing made sense. None of it on either side. And I say that very distinctly, people. Don't come for me. I said both sides. I'm not for or against. They all messed up. That whole thing was messed up. And if you guys can't see that, well, you're just stuck in tribalism or something. Like, the whole thing was a ball of ridiculousness. And then, of course, speaking of ridiculousness, let's just mention another case I'm kind of following privately. I won't speak about it out here on YouTube, except for today, to say that I am following it privately, because damn, is it funny as hell, because of the ridiculous hypocrisy and absolute ridiculous, like he said, she said, back and forth, and the lies, the freaking misinformation. It's enough to make you want to pull your tongue out. And that would be the Nick Rakita case. We also had Scientology with Leah Remini suing them civilly for defamation. And another one, Schofield versus Gilliard, and that would be the TikTok psychic defamation case, where the professor, Rebecca Schofield, sued her for that crazy mess. And of course, there's Tate, the Tate brothers, and they're keeping me quite busy all over the world, in Florida, in the UK, in Romania. I mean, they're giving me a good worldview right now, like how to screw up everywhere you land. Get on a plane, land somewhere, mess it up. Disobey the laws, don't pay your taxes, mess it up. I can't wait for the US suit against the Tate brothers. I mean, by the time it gets to the United States, they should by then be convicted in two places of tax fraud. They already got convicted in the UK of it. And now let's look at Romania, who just opened another investigation and actually did more finalization of it just this month. Yeah, they can't keep out of trouble. And then we've got Lee Carter, a rapper, self produced, named Viper. This is the guy who kidnapped a woman and kept her in a shed or garage area on his property for years. Okay, and this case is still going on. That was wild. We got unsolved cases we're still following. We got allegations without criminal complaint yet. Now, Vince McMahon has allegations up the wazoo about him, but he has only one civil suit in regards to them. And Russell Brand, well, I haven't even seen any actual cases on him. But boy, does he have a lot of investigations and allegations on him. And he's just a hot ball of wax anyway. We got the appeals. Sarah Boone, Danny Masterson, Alex Murdaugh, in the Russ legal cases, because Hannah has some appeals going on, and there was still a bit of scuttlebutt about Alex Baldwin's case being thrown out because that prosecutor, like, she's going to the wall. She actually, even after they said they would not prosecute again, she still put out a statement full of piss and vinegar about the whole situation. The woman does not know when to zip it. Like, whoa, tell you. All right, let's see some questions here. So I'm going to leave that up so you can ask me about anything on there, or we can add to it. But let's just look and see what you guys. Hi, Juju. Happy New Year. Mrs. Cassandra, Happy New Year. Sean, Happy New Year. Hey, RNGD Gaming, Happy New Year. Oh, are you kidding? Halls foreclosure, it's the kids. I feel sorry. I didn't know he got his license suspended. Hey, anything you have on that, can you send me? Like, just for the file. I'm just going to put it in the room. And do you and I Discord? Because I would like to send you a link to that room. You could post yourself in there if you'd like. If you're down with it, let me know. No pressure, though, RNGD. But I know you to be a fair, decent, and equitable person that believes in true information, not all that gossip crap. All right, so Tate Brothers got you from all sides. They sure do, Mrs. Cassandra. They got me flying around the world looking for documents. They have me using Google Translate more than any other account. I literally have to translate Romanian documents, and I'm actually enjoying it. It kind of tests your skills, I forgot about the TikTok psychic. Where are my spirit guides off goofing and not reminding me? Yeah, I know. We just did one, I think at the beginning of the month or the end of last month on her. Juju, it's crazy. Like, she actually tried to get it to go to the other court, and they just said, nah, it's going to go back to the judge you just said all that awful stuff about. It's going back to him. They got summary judgment. Now we're just waiting for a jury trial to decide how much. Like, they've got to schedule it, which they haven't done anything yet. Yeah. Hey, Liam. Happy New Year, my friend. Oh, I'm just looking for questions. Did anybody tag questions? If you did, I'm going all the way up. Hey, Sleet. Happy New Year. I feel like all this needs to be done in an Alfred Hitchcock voice. I don't have one. Do you? You want to come up and join me in Alfred Hitchcock voice? Like, there's just too much, right? Yeah. I want to see which one you guys thought was like for 2024. What case got you the most? Yep, it's coming. I can't wait for that too. Okay, so I went all the way back. I don't see I'm calling dibs on nominating Russell Brand. You can have it. Although I need to catch up just why Mr. Beast is. Hey, don't take Mr. Beast. He's my nomination because he's gonna be my nominee for Contrarian of the Year because like I cannot actually figure out what the hell is going on with him. Is he the good guy? Is he the bad guy? Is he a good guy that just doesn't give a F, you know? Oh, I don't know. Is he a bad guy and just really good at it? I don't know. Oh, let's see what this is. Oh, hey, Godless Scummer. Thank you so much for the donation. There we go. That's gonna go to the device fund for Charlie Welsh to get back on the internet, like with all of us. Thank you so much. Coffeezilla and Trilogy Media as nomination for awesome. What do you think? I think absolutely because we did that last year, right? We nominated YouTubers or media personnel that actually brought down people for the controversy, hypocrisy, and just did excellent reporting. And I would absolutely nominate Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla helped me with Samuel Bateman-Fried so much, like his reporting on it and the way he analyzed everything. That is one of my intriguing cases for 2024, by the way, people. Everybody forget about Samuel Bateman-Fried, like the biggest fraud ever, like even bigger than the Ponzi King. Like, wow. And like, it's just nobody remembers anything about it anymore. Yeah. It still changes everything. I don't you hate that? You auto corrupt instead of auto create. Auto correct. I love it. Oh my god. Juju says her top 3 cases of interest are Moscow. Wait, there's top 3 cases are Moscow. Actually, that is my top case. Okay. And you enjoyed Boone. Somebody else told me that was the best one so far. And I'm glad about Combs and Rikita because I can't stop watching. Yeah, it's like watching it's like watching an accident. Yeah. We think we need to add Juju's missing butter knife to true crime. I think we do. You know, in the Discord, we have a room for small capers, and I think that we will add that there. They're for the funny ones. And we still haven't found Juju's butter knife. This is true. So come on, nobody else has a case that they enjoyed. Is Juju the only one that's going to weigh in Godless? Come on. I will tell you, Boone drove me crazy. I got a little hint for you. Lori Vallows handwriting her own freaking motions right now. And you know who else is? Lee Carter, the Viper, the self-made rapper. Yeah, I got some stuff to show you guys next week. Jim Browning's very good. I agree. Godless. That would be good. Taints preserve us. What? The taints, yes. The taints, Mippet. That's like, I can't get that out of my head once you say that. When I go to, I've said that a couple of times on stream when I didn't even mean to. I go to say the Tate brothers and I say the Tate brothers. Butter knife? What butter knife? What mouse? Mouse, just be quiet before you become primary suspect. Which, Juju, why is it that Mouse always wants to be the primary suspect? Did she try to take the blame for the ears too? And we know that was you, not to bring up bad blood or anything. Like we're cool. Don't worry about it. But I assure you, I did not take the butter knife in revenge. Probably hiding in the bushes with your dragon. Mrs. Cassandra said, Luigi, I am with you, Mrs. Cassandra, because I think Luigi is going to be my primary case for 2025 because of the legalities and what I see going on right now. Plus, it's a state and a federal case, and there's 2 different charges going on. There's the stuff that happened in Pennsylvania, and then there's New York. And it's just already so controversial. I could see it just taking a big block of time up. Yeah. I mean, it just started and I've already done three sessions on it in my true crime. I have a screenshot of the Minnesota Judicial Branch license to practice law involuntarily restricted by. Ooh, okay. Can you send me that, the DM of that, please? I like that. I just like keeping the file update to up to date. I appreciate it. That's pretty cool there. RNGD. The taints, the letter writing boon, and hell yeah, get Charlie back to the net. Yes, thank you. And thank you for the donation. That's going to go to it. We're getting really close, guys. Like Charlie should be, getting a laptop shortly. We had contributors from Culture Cats actually sent over some money donating his share of what YouTube denies, deducts and denies. Yes, they deny us the money by keeping it. Yes, they do. And all of the super chats from the stream I did on the 23rd with him, which was very generous. So thank everybody over there. Thanks the Culture Cat subscribers who actually donated, and it all went over to Charlie's fund too. Everybody from the library that's donated, everybody here on YouTube that has contributed in the last month or so, all of that is going to another creator to let them back out here bringing us all joy, because everybody knows Charlie's great in the chats. Charlie's great on panel. We want to get actually someday Charlie doing content if he wants, but basically just to bring him back into the socials the way he was on YouTube. Being able to do it without the system crashing and trying to do it from your phone gets to be crazy. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, RNGG. I see that it's there. Thank you. Mouse thinks she throws off the chat by being prime suspect always, when she is actually the prime suspect. We won't believe it. Clever. Yeah. That mouse, she thinks she's clever. I get it. But thank you. I agree though with their selections, because the taints and the letter writing boom did keep us very, actually Andrew and Tristan are still keeping me very busy. Like, I got to update you guys on what just happened in the last couple of weeks. These people are absolutely ridiculous. Liam says he likes to watch the idiocracy of the psychic thing unfold and will enjoy it further into the new year. Me too. I don't think they're going to let us into civil court to watch it, but if they did, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm definitely. Whatever I find on those hearings and that visuals, I will be putting up. Hey, Janae, Happy New Year. I like old cases that have new evidence. Tupac. I hate when things go unresolved. Me too. One of the worst unresolved cases. Actually, two of them. Three of them. I mean, I only have three that I'm following. Shanquella Robinson. The fact that nobody was charged, that America didn't interfere, even though they were all American citizens. It was an American citizen that died just because of his back. They had enough. Okay, and nobody did anything. I really feel for the family, and I want to follow that. And I mean, I know it's like beating a dead horse. Nobody's reporting on it. Nothing new has been happening. We've got private civil lawsuit, maybe, but we're talking about a family who doesn't have any money to go against these people. I mean, we've got video of the woman getting beat, and we've got an autopsy report that she died of those injuries. You know who that person is in the video, and no one interfered. The family went to the governor. They just don't want to get. I don't understand why nobody will bring justice for Shanquella Robinson. It doesn't matter what she did. If she pissed somebody off, nobody deserves to go out like that, and nobody deserves to go out like that unjustified. With all of this evidence there, and nobody being accountable for it, and nobody giving a damn to actually make the effort to hold somebody accountable for it. It really annoys me. Can you tell I'm annoyed? Yes, I'm annoyed. Also, Stephen Smith. Now, there's a lot about that, but we know a lot more about that. Okay, and we know that he was not hit by a car like randomly. It was murder. Okay, whether it be manslaughter or not, somebody did something to cause the end of his life. That one really annoys me too. And always John Bonet. I have gone over John Bonet Ramsey so many times by myself with Jay from True Serial. And also now there's new DNA testing. They're retesting things. There are new documentaries coming out. The dad is out speaking again and doing interviews. It's heating up again, but whether or not we'll ever get an answer is one thing. It's going to be like Jack the Ripper. It just keeps coming up, but there's never anything definitive. In almost everything that comes up new is just a way for other people to make money on it, like kind of, So I don't know. I like old cases. The Tupac one fascinates me because, like, they know that he was involved through his own testimony, but he actually didn't pull the trigger, but he could go down for murder. So for me, it's fascinating how the law works that way. How you get charged for a crime that in our minds mean one thing, but like they're not going to be able to prove like he pulled the trigger, but they don't have to, not the way the law is written. And that's what I find fascinating about it. The fact that it's so old, the fact that it's KPD, the fact that it could be tied in to the diddler. Yeah, it could be. Plenty of talk about that and has been for years. There are recordings of KPD actually saying that the diddler is the one who offered the money. Yes, that's what he said. Yep. Madeline McCann, too. You know what? I have to add that one. I do have to add that one. I was following that. I'm just not sure I had a room for her. That's probably why it's not on the list, Janae. I have reported on that one a lot. It's a shame. I mean, she's an adult now. Uh let's see. So what is, let's see. Okay. Madeline McKean, yep. Has anyone watched Juror number 2? I haven't watched it yet. Did you, Sleet? I want to watch it. What platform are you watching it on? Just so I can. I've heard about it and I definitely want to. You know what I did watch last night was an old Guy Ritchie movie, and I have to say it was so much fun. It had everything in it I like. I watched The Gentleman. I watched the Guy Ritchie film. Oh, was it? It was way back, and it was very entertaining. I had never seen it, and the reason I watched it is because I had read something about a new series that Netflix did that Guy Ritchie did called The Gentleman. It was based on that movie, and it seemed intriguing, like something I would like. So we watched that movie, and I have to say I wasn't disappointed. It was it had gangster kind of stuff. It had a little bit of violence, a little bit of intrigue. It had really amusing characters and one-liners that I will remember for a while. Yeah, it had a little bit. It was like comedy, suspense, thriller, all of that. Happy New Year. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Oh, Juju, what do you mean you don't have dark chocolate every day of your life? Why not? Apple or Prime? Okay, I have Prime. I have Apple. I could probably watch it either way. Thank you. I binged Black Doves all day. I did too. You know what? I watched that a couple of weeks ago. It was great, wasn't it, Janae? I actually liked it a lot. I love that kind of stuff. I tried to get away from, like true crime documentaries, but I ended up watching stuff that had a lot of murder and mystery in it anyway. Oh, Anna, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Just rest all the rest that you need and drink all the fluids that you can. I've been there. I know how miserable this is. I had no energy whatsoever. Do you remember Sunday's conversation about where Juju be and Claire Blue? Yes, but the butter knife's not there. I checked. I'm sure Juju checked too. I think we would know. Mm. Anyway, good wishes for you, Anna, for a speedy recovery. And also to Mousy and Shill, who both said they weren't feeling well today, too. I'm sorry you're starting the new year like that, but it can only mean that the rest of the days are going to be better. You know what? Everyone does that, Janae. What do you guys think? Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman. Do you not confuse them? I know I do. I do a lot. I couldn't even tell you which one was in Black Dogs. One of them. Did you think of me, or are you talking to me or Liam? Because I think of you now. Like I spilled something on my shirt this morning, and I was like, I gotta ask Juju if she's got this spot. That was my coffee. Yep. Yep. Did you have to look it up? Who was he? Like, I don't remember now. Is it Kira or is it Natalie? Janae? I forget. But anyway, Black Doves was on Netflix and it was really good. And The Gentleman is on Netflix too. Mm. There you go. Mrs. Cassandra's joining us. Did you check to see if the butter knife was in there, Mrs. Cassandra? I think we need everybody to check. You thought it was Natalie? Oh, it is Kira? There you go. Okay, this just shows you how much they look alike. Like to me, they just appear the same. But anyway, all right. So it's almost an hour in. So and lots of symptoms. Oh, Ian, I'm so sorry. Mm, sleep, sleep. Lots of hydration. Yeah, I was surprised too, Liam. I didn't think I would like it. I thought it would be too light, but I did. It was just intriguing enough, you know. You're gonna go check the silverware trunk, sleep. Thank you. Oh gosh, we gotta find that butter knife for Juju. Like, what kind of true crime buffs are we if we can't find a butter knife? Seriously, people, we've got to handle this. Like, our reputations are on the line, you know. All right. Okay, so 2024. This is what's coming forward. This is what we've got on the agenda right now. You know, we've had some wrap ups. You know, thank you. RNG says, "Yup, the house has foreclosed." Like, I guess it would need it for legal representation. Wouldn't he need the money? But I heard it was a miss, though. I heard he lived like kind of messy. Mm. Nope. Hey, Teresa, Happy New Year. And no, she has not found that butter knife. Not that I know of, anyway. You think the problem is that it's the murder weapon, so somebody hit it? Exactly, because you would need to do that, right, Sean? So there could be more to this missing butter knife than we think. Could it be that Juju's playing us all? That she's actually saying the butter knife is missing because she actually disposed of it because she used it some untowardly way? Mm, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sorry, Juju. I just had to. I just had to. It was right there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much, Paul. That's going to help when that's going to help. Juju says, I have not. Wait, I have not. I haven't fully searched under the stove, though. Mm. Well, I can understand why. It's kind of awkward to get under the stove. Although they now have these new things that you can put that are on rollers, like under the wheels, but you got to get them under the wheels. So they give you this like little mini jack device to do it. Only thing is, the little jack device is made out of plastic. Like, tell me how that's going to work with really heavy things. Seriously. Cross Indian, the agency. I heard the agency was great. Cross, is that only English though? I haven't seen it. Link me, Liam. I love these kind of things. I'm always looking for something to watch. I'm trying not to be so obsessed and only watch all of the legal channels and stuff about true crime. Every night I'm trying to go out of my wheelhouse and do something relaxing and watch something a little bit different, you know. entertaining, and just chill. No, you didn't blame the mouse. I didn't say you blamed the mouse. I said you said it was missing. You may have used it. Mm. What does it look like? Yeah, maybe wants a picture of Sid Butterknife. Mm. Yeah. Your stove is attached to the wall because it is a gas range. Yeah, so is mine. So it's hard to check the sides and whatnot. Yeah, mine is too. Although I have a panel I can open up to get under it. Um, yeah, you don't want to pull because if any of the connections come undone, you're in deep poo poo. Like I get it. I wouldn't mess with it either, Juju. I do. You just put a flashlight underneath it. Yeah, there's a long word for yup, yup. There you go, Juju. I heard they made one similar for like cleaning your ears. And not to bring up something that's gonna make Juju go gross, but she's gonna go gross. Okay. That's not so bad though, Mrs. C. Like 12 out of 17. We only have 15 people too lazy to commit. It's not too bad. We might have to put the buttermilk picture on a milk carton. I mean, if JD Vance is on a milk carton, why not the butter knife? I'm more interested in finding the butter knife, actually. We really should. Somebody should meme that. We got to put the butter knife on a milk carton. I know, right? They yank it out and cause the problem and then try to act like you had a problem all along. I know, it's like crazy, right, Juju? Could you fit a yardstick between the stove and the cook? Maybe. I know what you mean, like the spaces that go. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jen. I wonder if butter knives are attracted to buttermilk. Good question, Sleet. Maybe we should put the butter knife on a buttermilk carton instead of a milk carton. That's crazy. All right, let's talk about what's coming up for next month, then. This is crazy. This is all like very. So here we go. So we have two trials. Well, maybe only one. We got Zachary Hughes, which is Christina Parcell murder, the Cranibek address in Greenville, South Carolina. He's the pianist that they charged. The guy that rode up on a bicycle got caught on the ring cam. Was a friend of one of her exes. Okay, this is a very convoluted case. There are so many other. There's actually some child pornography cases tied to it by a few of the other people that were at first looked at because they were all in relationship to Christina Parcell, either current or ex-boyfriends or husbands. It was not good. Christina Parcell herself was linked to a little bit of that, but it's become a big deal in the actual trial of Zachary Hughes because they want to use that evidence to show that there was all this other stuff going on and there could be other suspects because it does make Zachary look better, except for they're not actually saying Zachary didn't do it. Like Zachary Hughes was there at the house at the time, and he was the only one. It's definitely documented. So, and then we've got Karen Reed, but both the prosecution and the defense have asked Judge Beverly Canone, to actually postpone that to April. And it does look like she will. I mean, after all, we've got new evidence coming in. We've got the Dauber hearing that's coming up on the 7th. They can't be ready by the 27th. There's just no way. And so I do believe that that's going to get moved, and that's what the question marks are there because they have not scheduled it yet. So that's the only schedule I have. Well, the hearings that we have coming up, like tomorrow, like not tomorrow, but the next day, we have Stephen Brown and Amanda Wallace. Now they're from the Babylon body case, um, where they dismembered a friend of theirs, who hatcheted them and killed them over some transactions they had in thievery, and then spread the body parts all over Suffolk. They got busted. Now, this is the first couple, Amanda Wallace and Stephen Brown, who lived in the house, and they actually have pled. Okay, they'll be giving testimony against the other two, and there won't be a trial on these two. We're going to have a status hearing on the two of them. Some of their charges have been mitigated against. Wallace is not actually charged with the murder, although Stephen Brown is with conspiracy to murder and murder. Um, so we're gonna be following that. They're all coming up for hearings in January. Jeffrey Mackey and Alexis Neves are also related to that case, and they are the two that actually committed the murder hands on. They are also the first couple. They're actually a couple together that lived there. And they are fighting everything. Okay. Um, but they have the most to lose. Um, so we got the Dauber. Courtney Clenny is back in Miami-Dade County Court on the 3rd. In what's going on there is they're trying to keep out the evidence that was discovered during the laptop fiasco, because there was documents to where Courtney Clenny's attorneys were listing out their strategy for trial to the parents. And they're trying to claim now that that is work product, or that that is like client privilege, but it's not, because the parents are not the client. Courtney Clenny is. And if they're disclosing it, there's no client privilege there. In this document, yes, they read it and everything, so they're not going to use it. It doesn't mean the whole case gets thrown out because they were dumb about what they did. But it is a big legal thing back and forth. I might think it's a little dumb, but legally it does have some teeth back and forth. Sabrina Puglisi did give a good argument in regards to the fact that I marked it confidential. I should be able to talk about my case. And if it's the case about Courtney Clenny, and they're the prosecutors for Courtney Clenny, they should know better. I mean, valid point. Yes. But legally, did they do anything wrong? No, probably not. And I don't know if it's going to be enough to get the whole thing thrown out, but that's what we're trying for. So there's that. Then we got Rex Harriman. He's got a status hearing on the 15th of January, and that's in Suffolk County, and he's the Long Island serial killer. And that case is moving along. He's just been charged with his seventh body and more DNA, and it's going to be interesting. And very interesting to see justice for all of these victims. It is nice that we finally can put a name and an accused to all of those victims, all of those that basically marshland gravesite where everything was dumped. We still have quite a few to be identified or linked. We're not sure that they're going to be linked to Rex Harriman. Two of them that were linked to Rex Harriman weren't even really located as kill sites in Gilgo Beach, but maybe only part of them showed up in Gilgo Beach, and part of them in the woodlands. It was rather disturbing. But again, sloppy, because Rex Harriman just seems to leave everybody else's DNA around. He's real careful about his own, though. But he gets everything out of his house where his family lives. And it gets traced back. But speaking of DNA, we got Brian Kohlberg again, the discovery hearing. And remember, his defense attorneys have actually filed for a Frank's hearing. They want everything thrown out. This is getting very interesting. I don't know how this is going to work. Judge Hippler actually made them refile it all individually, and they did. And now everything has to get addressed point by point. It's going back and forth with the state. I don't know if we're going to have a Frank's hearing. It didn't look like it at first, because Hippler said it wasn't filed appropriately. But now that he gave him a chance to refile, I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But it seems like DNA is going to be a big thing in 2025. Almost all the cases that I am following really have either some type of DNA or digital forensic evidence problems. DNA technology is being advanced all the time, and the problem is legislation and the courts can't keep up. The New Jersey case against Paul Canero has been going on for years. And currently, like, I have the hearings there in the playlist for you on Paul Canero, that it's because of the technology they used to test the DNA, because it was multiple contributor samples, and they wanted to know who, because there were multiple victims in the defendant. And because it hadn't been used in a New Jersey court before, of course it gets attacked. The same thing is happening in Idaho, in several other states in regards to DNA, depending on what new technology they use or how they go about it. I find it fascinating. And I also, think it shows that we really have to have more of a fast track for experts, and more of a defining factor on how to qualify an expert in any of this. I mean, in New Jersey alone, for the Paul Canero case, they actually brought people from New Zealand that wrote the software over to speak on it. And because the information is proprietary, they tried to use that against them. They don't have to discuss their secrets. They can discuss the testing that they did and how they did their protocols, but they don't have to discuss like the foundation of their business with you. It became a hot mess. There are plenty of labs across the United States that are using this Starlink's technology right now. And it's fascinating because it can take a minute sample and tell you everything that's in it. For example, a very small sample that could only be tested to be that it was actual blood and that it may or may not have come from Paul Canero, was actually able in this new software to say that it came from Paul Canero and one of the victims. Okay. And it could be used in other testing for cold cases. Just imagine all of the stuff that came back as inconclusive that could be retested and get an answer. I mean, technology changes all the time. You ever think about the Gone Girl case where the woman was kidnapped and was in Vallejo, where the boyfriend was tied up and cops came out right away calling it a hoax, but was he? Um, yeah, I thought about it, but it didn't do anything about it. Mostly because I can't decide if it was a hoax or not. There's a suspect and he's coming on new charges. You know what? I'll look into it. I only saw it in the beginning. But thank you. Anything you have, Cass, link me, okay? Any article, anything you have that can give me the names to start searching. I'll do that for you. You've been pretty good at bringing me some good cases. Like, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Oh, B has the whole people on the edge of her sleep. What do you mean? Why? You had to halt the stream? What's going on, B? Wait, I did not find it in the butcher block. That would make me laugh, though. Wait, did you find it? It could have listed itself on replacements. Maybe it ran away with the help of the mice. I think it ran away with the spoon in the butter dish. That's how it goes. Anyway, Juju. I don't know. Janae says, my question is, why can't we make store security cams that give clear pictures of suspects, right? Because it costs money. Because, they don't want to help anybody else but themselves. Actually, because if they had a clear picture, they'd have to prosecute. And most stores in America won't prosecute shoplifting, although that has changed in California now. Yeah. I watched a video or something about that case that they didn't believe her until it happened to someone else. It was odd. I know, right? There's so many of these cases like that because there was that other girl who ran away for days and did a whole big hoax and wasted money. And actually, she got prosecuted to pay all the money back for the searches and stuff, which I was glad to see. Oh, man. Maybe you did. Maybe they ran off with the old butter dish, Juju. Oh, is that the name? Sherry Pepina. This whole case about jealousy. Oh, little knife, you are crucial to the butter spreading. Come back. You hadn't smoothed the butter knife enough. Oh my God. You're cracking me up. Anyway, can you believe that's an hour already, people? Wow. So we've got one new case. We talked about some other cases. Okay, so let me just say it. Let's just go over the first quarter. So we have those. I just did January, right? Yep. Just left it up. So we've got a bunch of hearings. That's not everything. It may not be completely, every single thing on there. And that's because these are just the ones like I'm scheduling to try to make sure that I follow up. I've got alerts on. I'll still have a little more research to do. But in February, we also have Lori Vallow's trial in Arizona. And it does appear that that may be able to be viewed. And if it is, yes, I'm doing it. Yes, I am. Well, bring me back to this one in January. I don't know, South Carolina. I don't think we're going to be able to view that one, but I will be able to get clips together of you and updates, and I'll be posting on it regularly. Karen Reed will be viewed, but I don't think it's happening in January. All right. Other hearings that we have going on in February are in Texas, in Harris County. We got Lee Carter, Viper. He's got a status hearing coming up, and this man he is represented by a public defender, but he's been writing his own handwritten motions to the court. And I'm so confused. I'm so confused. On the 14th, we got James Tolliver Craig, his preliminary. He was assigned a new lawyer, and they are going forward with trial. This is the dentist. Okay, the poisoning dentist who's really not so smart, who has additional charges coming up on him because he actually tried to blackmail, contract a murder, and get witnesses to give false testimony. And he did all this from jail while he was waiting for this case. And he got busted. Like, when are they going to learn? When you're in jail, you got no privacy rights. They hear and see everything. He wrote a long letter detailing what everybody should do to an ex-mate, a cellmate of his. I don't know. If I'd have to say, if I was going to actually put dumb acting criminal of the year, it would be a toss-up between P. Diddy and James Tolliver, because like they both got busted talking. They both got busted. Oh wait, Shawnee Crawl too. He actually ordered a hit on his damn lawyer via his mother in a public visit, like at the jail. I mean, seriously, crazy. We also have this settlement of Cora Twombly and Paul Grice from the Kansas Moms. That's on the 19th. And they have both pled guilty to their charges. So that may be scheduling a sentencing hearing. It may be it has to be, their formal plea arrangements have to be accepted by the court. So I do believe they'll be accepting him at that date or not. And hopefully, I don't know if we'll get sentencing at the same time, but I'm looking forward to that. That's in Texas County in Oklahoma in regards to the Kansas Moms case. And then on the 21st, we've got a status hearing at the Southern District of New York for Luigi Mangione. And if it goes anything like the last couple, it should be a 3-ring circus. And although we're not allowed to be inside, we will get audio in video because the last one we did too, even though we're not allowed to be inside. It got leaked. And I'm wondering why. Yep. Why is there audio and video of the arraignment? These are the things, this is why I'm saying this case is going to be just something not right. They're trying to tell us something, people, but I'm not getting the message. What I'm getting the message that I'm getting is agenda. Somebody's pushing buttons for agenda. They want a message out there. And it really stinks because I want an agenda of justice, not public relations. And you telling me whatever you want to tell me. Like, I want information and justice. In March, we got Lindsay Shriver out of Bahamas. I don't have the date, but it's coming up. And because she did not wait for speedy trial, we got Corey Burke. She's going to trial. It's scheduled for March 4th in Washington, in Kings County. And we then going to have the Tupac trial, too, for Dwayne Davis, KPD. That's going to be on the 17th. And that could be aired. And if it is, I'm covering it. Okay, we've got Paul Canero on the 31st, and I definitely want to cover that one because I think justice needs to be done. This goes all the way back to 2018. It happened right in my backyard. Well, not literally my backyard, but like the next town over, you know what I mean? It's very close to home. New Jersey, Monmouth County Public Courthouse is right down the road. I want to see this publicized. especially because of the way the DNA is handled, especially because it has taken 8 years to get justice for the families, more than 8 years now. And I just want to see this all come to a head. It needs to be done. And then we have another hearing in the middle of March for Sean. He's got his pre-trial because Sean P. Diddy is definitely going to trial, they said, in May, unless it gets changed again, which I don't think it will. I'm not sure, but I'm not thinking it will. You know. Okay. Ooh, let me just check the chat. Oh, about the store cameras. Okay, store cameras are installed by management to watch staff more than exactly, because it's easier to do something about the staff than it is anybody else. Yep, because the policy most places now is let the thief steal. It isn't a crime until it's above or a large amount of money. Exactly. Just raises all our prices, right? They use it to raise our prices, but they won't do anything about it. Oh, Papini's the one who went to jail. Yeah, that's a different one. But when they say Gone Girl, it's not the original Gone Girl. There was like a couple of other cases about it. I'm going to have to research it. I thought dentists were less stupid. They are. They have a medical degree and they don't have to do the 24/7 thing. They get to make all the money and they get to go home for dinner every night. And they don't really have a lot of emergencies or work weekends and holidays like a lot of doctors have to. Sleep. I thought they were smart too, but not this one. But then again, this one, he just went bad. Like he had 5 kids and a wife, and he just started poisoning her because he met a woman. Like he got real stupid about it. I don't know. Nick, he was well liked. He had a good practice. Everybody, it was unsuspecting, but he actually ordered all of the stuff to come to the dentist's office and stuff. And he'd search. I mean, his Google searches are killer. I mean, just so ridiculous. He lays out his whole plan. You can actually see how he's thinking as he's doing his Google searches. It's absolutely ludicrously. It, you're looking at the body parts that were found on the New Mexico Texas border. Yeah, yeah. There's also a lake where a lot of body parts have been found that Grace had told me about, I think last year. That I've been looking at that, but there's not really enough there for me to actually like do facts and evidence kind of stuff. Like I need more. Although it's fascinating how all these people just keep just following in the drink, like no reason. Hmm. When you guys figure out the Gone Girl case, let me know which one it is. Do you mean the Denise Huskins case? Hmm. I think that might be, that name sounds very familiar, guys. Somebody link me if it is it. It was on Netflix, American Nightmare. Ah, okay. You're still watching it, Janae? I mean, Anna? Yeah. And Grace, yup, you had another one a couple of weeks ago. I saw that. And there was another one here in America where they were draining the lake and they found all these cars, they found all these bodies, they found like so much. I'm like, don't. I hope they never drain anything in New Jersey, is all I have to say. Like, don't go to the Pine Barrens, you know? I think there's more sites like that than we realize. I mean, look at Gilgo Beach, right? One missing person, and they discovered how like 14 different missing bodies. Yes, Lee, my New Jersey friend there, you know all about the Pine Barrens, huh? Lee? Everybody in North Jersey, you travel down to the Pine Barrens to get rid of whatever you don't want found. Mm. Netflix does some good crime stuff. They do some really commercialized ones too, but occasionally they come up with a good one. You know what? Good blueberries all over the state, Sleet. I'm glad you say that. I had blueberries this morning. They were huge, huge this time. I couldn't believe it. I love blueberries. We have blueberries like a lot here. Like you can grow them indoors here. Like, and if you shelter them, you can grow them pretty much well past season here in New Jersey. We're kind of known for blueberries. They do drop a very stellar one occasionally, but then you can kind of tell when they're in it for the money and then they're in it for like a purpose, like depending on who they're working with, you know. They do crank a lot of stuff out. And I have to tell you, here in New Jersey, they took over a good portion of what used to be Fort Monmouth, a huge, military base and establishment. It had family lodging, it had, for all of the servicemen, it had like, they made it like its own little military town. It had a bowling alley and a theater and everything in it for them. They pulled out of there a while back, and it had gone. They've been selling off the parcels between Eatontown and Oceanport and a couple of other area, townships that are involved for taxation or whatever. A lot of zoning involved in things, but Netflix recently was the winner of quite a few bids for a huge parcel of that area, and they are actually going to be producing content right here in my backyard for quite a while. It's going to be great for the economy, for jobs, because there's all types of jobs that are necessary in that industry there. It's got like, it's kind of gated because it has like, because it was a military um facility, it's got gated entrances on both sides that go through where you have guards and all. So it's really cool for setting up studio and stuff like that. Not everybody can come in, unless you're on a list and things like that. It's pretty big deal around here right now, but they're still building. Nothing's open yet. Yeah, nothing available yet. You know, it would be cool if they did like, not this season of Black Mirror, but what if they do next season of Black Mirror here in the States instead of in the UK? What if I get to meet Charlie Brooker? Like, oh my God. Like, wow. Like, I would be an extra on his set just to meet him. Yes, I would. Of course, I get fired for not doing anything, like doing my job, but sitting around staring and trying to get his attention to get him to talk to me. But you know what? This is true, Juju. A documentarian is either lying to himself or lying to his audience, but one way or another, he's lying. I know. I can't wait for Black Mirror. It's coming, Sleet, and I'll be doing every single episode. And anybody who wants to participate, let me know. Requirements are only that you watch the episode before we stream. But if they like anybody, I plan on not having a regular co-host. But then again, I don't want to be up there by myself, so I'm opening it up to those of you that love Black Mirror. I have a few people in mind to do certain episodes. I'm very excited about the SS Callister getting an actual sequel. It will be part of this season, and I can't wait to see what happened. That was such an epic, epic episode of Black Mirror. Oh, Janae, you're more than welcome. Everyone is welcome. The Black Mirror is like one of my, I have all these pet projects that aren't really popular, and Black Mirror is one of them. But it does bring a certain type of people around that I'm really, really love. The good humor, like in the sci-fi. It's actually led me to some very good friendships and stuff in the I love Charlie Brooker. I absolutely love the Black Mirror series. I have streamed every single episode. There's a playlist there. Let me just tout my own horn here for a little bit. There is a complete catalog of every episode where we watched it and talked about it. We did the Easter eggs and we had great conversations on what does he mean, what does he doesn't mean. But I'm totally not unbiased. I am a total fan. I fangirl like crazy over Charlie Brooker. In like, you're not going to hear me say anything negative. So if you're looking for unbiased opinion on the series, it's probably not for you because I absolutely just love it. I think it was groundbreaking, innovative, very well done. I was pleased with how it came to Netflix. I was not disappointed in that series at all. It was different. It was a little hard to take at first, you know. uh, Liam, they kind of are. They just don't have the alligators. But it's like pine trees and marshland and sand and burial grounds and desolate and not a lot of homes. Yeah. Oh, upload. What is upload? I don't tell me about it, Sleet. You know I like a good one. We're having a terrible thunderstorm right now. Can you guys? I don't know if you can hear it. I have the filter on, but it is cracking crazy here with thunder and lightning. You know I don't do well with it. So if my internet goes or it gets wonky, I'll be ending the stream just to give you a heads up. Well, not that there's much else to talk about with true crime if you don't want to tell me. So we did talk about what were your favorites in 2024, but what trial are you really interested in watching? Because that actually affects me. Like which ones, some of them are overlapping. So like I want to do the ones that you guys really want to see. Oh, Janae, instead of dying, you pay to be uploaded? Hmm. That's a fascinating concept and very, very Black Mirror. Thank you, Mippy. Oh, is it a movie or a series, guys? And where did you see it? Like, where can I find it? Yeah, Juju, that's going to be because of the lawyers that are involved in the new judge. I think Kohlberger, I agree. I think Kohlberger is going to be every second. Well, the good thing is you'll be able to fast forward because I'll make a catalog for you. Okay, so this is about upload. And Sleet says it's the future. And when people pass away, they can have their persona uploaded to a digital afterlife. Then this one guy gets murdered by a self driving car and uploaded by his wealthy girlfriend. Hmm. Okay, now I just have to find it. I do like stuff that's sci fi and then suspenseful, but also funny. It's a series on Prime. I'll have to look. Thank you. It's all that sleep. Okay, I'm going to try to find it. I love that Prime does series, but I pay for Prime, and then they want me to pay for the series too, and I hate that. I am watching the new Dexter original scene about when he was a teenager in his first kills, when he was getting used to doing what he does, and I do love me some Dexter. Yeah, he's everything you don't want in a criminal. You know, he's like the serial killer you want to like. Like it's very weird, and he works in a crime lab, which is totally, totally just. Ooh. Anna, I posted the very first episode was free on YouTube somewhere, and I posted it in Media Obsessions in the Discord. I do believe you're in the Discord. If you can get in there, it's there. If not, let me know, and I will try to message it to you. Jury duty. Yeah. If any more of those episodes of Dexter come out free, I will share them. I'm watching it on Paramount through my cable company. It's part of my package. It's part of the Paramount HBO thing, like with cable here in the United States. Jury Duty, is that on Prime Video too? Yeah. That was the one where they follow a juror who didn't know the whole case was fake. Really? Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. Wouldn't that be interesting? Hmm. Just as an offshoot, what do you guys think of like having talks in regards to the series about true crimes that happen, the fictional stuff? I mean, it's really a lot of it really intrigues me. I like the writing. I like to point out the things they did wrong that would never happen, like the things that are just like not possible, in like what were the good parts and the bad parts. But basically, I just love to make fun of stuff. So I really enjoyed doing the Christmas holiday special Star Wars with cats. Like it was just so bad. You guys know I love to like really like to watch really bad stuff and make fun of it. And on that note, it's actually bad, but not bad. It's so bad, it's good. I'm watching something right now. It's available on Netflix. It's called Everything in Always or something or All the Time. And it's a sci-fi comedy kind of weird thing. And it just has a lot of twists in it, but it has me laughing like crazy. And then like my jaw dropping too. It's like so bad, it's good. Yeah. But it's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. We started watching that after The Gentleman. Yeah. Anybody got a recommendation for a movie tonight to watch if my power stays on? I'm going to be staying up for the fireworks for sure. I have my red wine. Don't be jealous, Juju. I've got my dark chocolate. Like in, I'm even thinking about making nachos, like having some nachos at midnight. New stream, Claire ruins shows. I'd watch. You know what, Sleet? If I could get people to do it with me, I'd do that. Like, Claire, let's ruin the show. Yes. No, not bed wine, red wine. Did I say bed? I meant red. Red. Yeah. The Peanut Butter Falcon. What the heck is that? That's like the best named show. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Okay, comedy, baking show, mystery. What is this? What is this and why don't I know about it? Oh, Catherine the Great. She's quite the character, isn't she, Janae? Mippet, you want to ruin shows with me? All right. I heard bid. You must be tired. Oh, wow. A friend told you to watch it? Cool. I know, right, Sleet? It does sound like fun. I am looking for something to shake up Fridays. Mrs. Cassandra, weigh in. What do you think about that? Rick or anybody else? Like, what do you think about let's just ruin shows on Friday for a while? I think it would be hysterical. Yeah. Never whine in bed, Sleet. I never do. But I like the way you played with the words there. Never whine in bed. It's too funny. I did watch it. It was so ridiculous, wasn't it, Janae? That's why I didn't mention it. It was very disappointing. I actually spoke about Rodney Alcala with True Serial, Jay, my friend. We did some true crime stuff together. We used to stream together over at Hereticals. That's where we met. And we talked about Rodney Alcala. He was actually a serial killer who was on the dating game, and he got chosen in the person who actually was going to go on a date with him got the creepy feels. But it was really poorly done, wasn't it, Janae? It was like, oh my God. It was such a bust. It was disappointing. Oh, okay. I'm going to copy the link and share this with the chat. Juju says, here's the trailer for the Peanut Butter Falcon. I'm going to look that up. Thank you, Juju. I'm going to put it on the watch list. In Woman of the Hour, if you want to make fun of it and pick it apart, go ahead. Like it was very dated. It does try to give you the feel of what it was like back then, in how he got away with so much. But when it comes to the actual crime part, it doesn't really go into it very much. It's just like a dramatic take on a couple of days in the light. You know what I mean? Right, Janae? It was kind of disappointing. It's definitely not a documentary. He doesn't even look like him, is right. They really needed to get somebody that looked like him, but he didn't even look anything like him. Although he was pretty creepy. I think the actor that they got did a good job of selling creepy. You know what, Juju? I think Mippet, let's find this movie. Juju, find this movie. Mrs. Cassandra, find Peanut Butter Falcon. Let's see if you all can read it. If you all can watch it sometime in January, we'll do a Claire ruins stuff. Let's just say Bear ruins stuff instead of just like movies or whatever. Because I could ruin a book, I could ruin a movie, I could ruin a song, I could ruin anything, a post on Twitter. Like, let's just ruin stuff. Like, that's just my thing for 2025. I want to have some fun causing ruination. Yeah, watch it. Yeah. Do you like that concept, Juju? Like, Bear just ruins it. I'm just gonna ruin it. Yeah. Cool. All right, so we got our first target. Claire ruins viewing. Hi, Hawkskull. Not necessarily. Don't you still like me? How you like me now? I'm gonna be reviewing movies and books and stuff and just ruining it for everybody. And Happy New Year, my friend. It's nice to see you here. I hope you're going to have a really great 2025. I hope 2024 treated you well also. Doesn't it sound like fun, Mippet? Wait, the Foley is all wrong in that scene. Laser blast. Don't sound like that. Exactly, Sleep. Exactly. Like, yep. I like the name of that. Hawkskull, do you want credit? Because I'm stealing that title. Claire ruins viewing, on Claire View. Yeah. Let's do that. Mippet, what do you say? Mrs. Cassandra? Like, yeah, you get the votes, the thumbs up to my my amigos in crime here. 2024 ended with a terrible in chest infection. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. I do. And I'm sorry I didn't know. Take take it. It's a gift. Well, thank you very much for the gift. I love it. And I love your sense of humor always. Like, I've always loved that about you. Smart, very intelligent, and very humorous. It's a good combination. You think Mrs. C fell asleep? Grace, you want to vote for her then? Oh, and Grace, you're welcome to join us because I think you'd have good humor for it yourself. Actually, anybody who wants to join in on this from whatever country you are, you just need an avatar. Don't worry about anything. You just need to have a mic. You don't have to know how to stream or anything like that. I take care of all of it. But I think if there's shows you want to see, I think that could be fun. And it gives us some place to hang out, Yeah. I can tell it is a weeknight as I am ready for bed. I'm pushing through. Are you going to make it to the fireworks? Like, well, maybe not. We got 2.5 hours, Juju. I know I'm going to have trouble too. Yep. You know what I really want to do? I want to review like talk shows that do the reviewing on like advice stuff and things like that. I want to ruin them. I think that's something I want to ruin. You know, I also want to ruin the viewing of drama channels. The people that just like to stir up shit and cause problems for everybody. But yeah, I don't think I would give them the time of day. I know, Grace. Isn't it terrible? Like all of the actual like fireworks, the home fireworks that go on for like hours and hours and hours. It really bothers my dog. My other dogs, both of them are gone now. But the new dog, Toro, I think if I let him out, he would hunt them down and cut them in half. So I'm just not going to let him out while it's going on because like he's getting a reputation. Like don't mess with Toro. He don't play. He's the most mild mannered, well behaved dog I've ever had, and I have some really good dogs that were trained. Well, he came this way until you piss him off, like that squirrel or that bird did. Imagine what he'd do to a neighbor with fireworks. Like I don't even want to know. Oh, Anna, I wish my room was soundproof. Oh, there you go. Oh, damn, I wish my room was silent. And Mrs. C, never apologize for washing the dishes. You do not owe us an apology because you were doing what you need to do. Yeah, ruining Dr. Drew would be good. Dr. Phil, Mrs. C, Dr. Phil is a joke. Oh my God. They shoot guns around here. You can't tell if it's a gun or a firework. You know, where I used to live, it was like that too. It was right next to Asbury Park, and the gunshots would go off all the time. You never knew. You never knew what was what. Oh no, I got a Twitch bot. Oh gosh. You know, I'm not even logged in over there. Oh well, I have to go get them later. Oh, what do you think? They're trying to sell me like, viewers. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go over there and bash it. Give me 1 second. Sorry if you heard the phone go off. That oh my god. Oh boy. Oh look. Let me see. Can I actually oh my gosh, I can't even do it myself. Oh yes, I can. I almost thought I wouldn't be able to there we go. I don't even play with them. I just ban them. It's okay, Shill. I see you there. Oh, let's see. Ban. Nope. 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 What I want to do. Uh, how can I actually let's see. Nope. Uh, I forgot how to mod Shill, otherwise I would mod you. But if you want it, Shill, just let me know. If anybody wants to be a Twitch mod, because it's not fair to make Couch do all the modding because he's got stuff to do too. It would be nice to have another one. Just hit me up. Let me know. If you have a Twitch subscription. I don't expect anybody to do it like, uh, if you're not over there. Uh, where the heck? Okay, here it is. You can't hear anything going on else. I think you know what? I do like to hear the birds and stuff occasionally, but I would imagine it's great for sleeping though. And when you got bad storms and stuff, like I think it's great. you know? Yeah, no problem, Gene. Just like people that watch regularly anyway, that they could pull it up. Be like, it's fine. Like, there's really not a lot of traffic or anything to do over at Twitch. It's just those stupid bots. You still have fireworks going on, Hawk? It's like almost 3 o'clock there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you said it's 2:35. Oh, Anna, tell me about that. The lawnmowers, like when it's spring and summer and the fall here, it's like they can't coordinate. I hear nothing but lawnmowers and weed whackers like all day, every day. It's ridiculous. It's so annoying. It's so not annoying. It's so annoying that damn noise constantly all day. You can't like read in your backyard. There's no peace and quiet. Wow. I'm surprised, Hawk School, because they like maybe I'm not correct, but aren't you in the UK? Like, how do they, unless you're on the outskirts and like you said, it's rifles and stuff, like, because guns in the UK, that's not as big a thing as here in America for sure. Thanks, Shill. Once I figure out how to do that over there on Twitch, I'm going to do it then. I appreciate you. I like the quiet when I sleep too. I've had to put things on so I don't hear much because I'm such a light sleeper. All right, guys. I'm thinking I'm going to start wrapping this up. I hope that you'll all still be watching my true crime into 2025, and I think we're going to have an exciting year. I'm really looking forward to a lot of the cases coming up. I'm going to be doing a couple of community posts for you to vote on trials and stuff so that I make sure I cover the ones you actually want to see live. Because live coverage does take a lot of time and it does take a lot of dedication, and I want to make sure that the ones you really want to you want the information on and you really want to watch are there. Because I do like watching with you guys. I do like putting out a nice clean coverage without all the, you know, interruptions and stuff. Although it's important to be there for all of those like sidebars and anything like Carrie and Reed, where they have a whole big like 15 minutes of silence while they're off discussing something. It's like crazy, you know. Well, for all of you, I hope whatever you're doing tonight, that you have a great one. However you celebrate, wherever you celebrate, I hope you go into the new year with good feelings and good vibes and looking forward to whatever it's going to bring. And that we're all enjoying it somehow together in some little way. That would be wonderful. For those of you already there in the future, like in Australia and New Zealand that I know of, oh, thanks for the warning. I did get the DMs, but I'm going into it anyway. And I'll see you there. Wait for me. Wait for me. I'm coming. You'll be playing Hogwarts tonight, Mrs. Cassandra. I watched Hogfather, by the way. I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm gonna recommend it. I watched Hogfather, Terry Pratchett's movie from prior that Jin was talking about for a while there, and it was a blast. I watched it over the holiday for Christmas, and I had the best time. I enjoyed it so much. I really did. So I recommend it. It is on YouTube or free. There is a full edition of it, and so you can find it there. I have it linked in. I watched it on YouTube, and I will send you the link, Mrs. Cassandra. I did put it in the Discord. I'll put it in there again under videos you like. I'll put it there tonight. Because it really was fun. If you liked, it's got like a little Harry Potter. It's got Monty Python humor. It got twists and turns, and it's edgy, and I just loved it. I did. It was really funny stuff. Jen, it was such a hoot. I really enjoyed myself. It really was a high point of the holidays. It really was just watching it. I laughed really. My face hurt afterwards. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you all have an excellent, excellent holiday evening and you're going in tomorrow. Don't forget to treat yourselves right. First day of the year, if you're here in America or in, be good to yourselves. Start the year right. Put you first. You know, there you go. We're all watching Peanut Butter Falcon. I don't know what the. It sounds like it's great because then we have something to talk about, right, Juju? Like we're all gonna watch Peanut Butter Falcon. All of us that can. We'll find a way. Okay. Discord can be like YouTube with notifications. It can be a pain in the neck. So I'll make sure I send it to you. All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you to my mods. And by the way, these are the best mods ever anywhere because they just get it. And they just get it. And I so appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for everybody who's in the chat contributing to the conversations. It's one of the best parts of being out here, actually relating with you guys, talking with you guys about everything. It's wonderful. Seeing new friends, seeing old friends. It's really does warm me. It really does. And so for those of you listening later, I also hope you have a happy new year. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the comments. Don't forget to comment on the back of the video. Let me do the YouTube things. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all that stuff that YouTube wants you to do to like make believe I exist, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I like doing this. And as long as you guys like it too, I'll be here. So on that, tomorrow we go to stream with Wrecker. We're going to be doing the gaming awards through Steam, the Steam awards. Okay, not those other awards that we did the other night that we watched on that. But we're going to just be talking about what's going on with that a little bit, in probably a little reminiscent of the year. So if you guys want to catch us during the afternoon, we're going to be doing it a little earlier than most. If you're around and bored, who knows? He might beat my butt in golf again or teach me a game. Who knows? He's always trying to get my channel down. We'll see what's going to go. We'll see what's going to happen. So, where? I don't know where. I didn't set it up yet. Janae, do you mean where am I streaming? Probably YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, or Wrecker's Twitch instead of my Twitch. I'm not sure. Definitely YouTube if I stream. Yeah, it'll be YouTube. I just haven't set up the stream yet. I've been a little lazy, just enjoying myself. I didn't set this stream up until 2 hours before. Yeah. Will I be doing the double boogie dance again? You caught that, did you? Well, I could do the double boogie dance. We could. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. But we're definitely going to go over all the winners because they're not streaming the Steam Awards. They're just announcing them on Steam. So then we'll just go over whether we agree because we all voted. We all play Steam games. Some of you do too in the chat. Some of you are gamers. And some of you know like the games that were up. I'm telling you, if Wukong doesn't win, I'm going to throw a fit. Come watch me throw a fit because I was really annoyed last time. Astro bought my ass. Like, at least they're not up for anything. I don't know. We'll have to see, Sleet, if it was even there. Yep. Isn't that good, Mrs. Cassandra? They can't win because they're not in it. Like, I think I would have a fit. But anyway, on that, I'm going to say goodnight, everybody. And I will talk to you all soon. Have a very, very happy new year. And whatever you're hoping for 2025, I do hope you get it. Hey, Bliss. I'm just about to sign off, but I'm glad I got to say Happy New Year to you. I am. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Y'all have a great night. Okay. Don't forget to call me. Leave me something, especially about what you want from 2025. Now's your time to customize like how we do all of these. Like, I'm gathering information. I am. to try to do this the way you guys like, as long as it doesn't involve any of the controversy like stuff and like getting into like personal crap with the true crime cases. I can't stand that. I'm not going to be that kind of true crimer ever. Like, no. All right, everybody. Happy New Year.